get a video recorded. Thanks for checking out Rocky Mountain Backcountry. Wow, what an awesome ride and a great little picnic. I'm gonna show you what the forecast is and the reason that we're not spending the night, and maybe you'll understand. Maybe you can hear it in these trees. It's forecast for up to 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Sorry, I am not sleeping in a rooftop tent in 40-mile-an-hour wind gust. So we're going for a ride. Enjoy the ride, some beautiful scenery. We're gonna stop right here, cook some supper, and wow, was it ever delicious. Like if you do, subscribe if you haven't. Let's go for a ride, you guys. Let's go for a little shakedown. I got some new equipment installed in the Defender, and yeah, we're gonna go out for a shakedown tonight. Well, this evening. We're just going for a ride, gonna cook some supper, and then we're coming home. Because, well, let me show you guys the forecast. So here is the 24-hour forecast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is the next 24 hours. Gusts up to 40 miles an hour. So we're just gonna go cook some supper tonight, and I'm gonna show you some of the new equipment in the Adventure Defender. Yeah, I like that. The Adventure Defender. Let's go! I've got a spot in mind that I want to go this evening. It's gonna be a pretty good little ride, probably about 20 miles each way. Share some of the ride with you. Dr. Pepper doesn't go in your windpipe. You can see the flags in town. They were all the flags were straight out from the wind. All right, let's show you guys. Here's the driver's view. Here's the setup for the cockpit of the Adventure Defender. So you guys, I've shown you before, but I built a mount for my tablet right down here, and that works out awesome. I used to have a screen up here. I took that little mount out, and now for the phone, I just have that little mount there, and it's the MagSafe attachment. Works perfectly. Anyway, back to the tablet mount. You can see here I've got easy access to my tablet right here off of my armrest. So from right here, it's easy to hit my passcode, log on. You can see right now I am looking at Gaia GPS. I'm tracking this little ride that we're going on here with Gaia, and yeah, so that's the setup from the cockpit. This knife here, I built this little Kydex case. My wife gave me that knife for my birthday, and it had just like a little plasticky leather sheath. So I had to build this Kydex for it, but I like it right there, man. If I need to get out and stab a mountain lion, ooh, yeah, I can stab a mountain lion just like that, you guys. Anyway, we're gonna turn right here. Another reason I like the Adventure Defender. I'm hooked on that name. I can hit the highway and look. Well, I don't know if you saw that. Maybe you saw that. I'm not gonna tell you how fast I was going. If you could see it, you could see it. That's the other reason I like the Adventure Defender is that turbo. I can hit the highway when I need to hit the highway. and we are good to go. Let's talk about comfort in the Adventure Defender. You guys, I built a little footrest down there that I can put my foot on, and these seats are a game changer. This is full-on Adventure Defender in style. I can promise you, Hardy will be on the radio soon. Little country action. That's some good overlanding tunes right there. Man, what a beautiful day to ride. February like 16th. It's nearly 60 degrees outside. However, the snow is supposed to be coming tonight throughout the rest of this week, so fingers crossed. That's a 50-inch or less anyway trail. Look, there's two of them within a mile. No motorized vehicles. 1-1 through 415. I know they want to keep the roads from getting all rutted up, but that's almost as bad as Montana, you guys. Blah. You can hear that wind. That's why we're not sleeping in the rooftop tent tonight. Dudes, what a cool spot. About a year ago, I camped along this creek. Beauty. This would be a neat little spot to have a fly rod in the summertime. I guarantee there's a fish in there. Check out the Adventure Defender. I don't know why that makes me laugh every time I say it. I'm gonna set up the kitchen and I'm gonna do some cooking because that's fun. This is a overland picnic. So, hang out with me for a little while. Hopefully the wind doesn't destroy this video, but you guys, check out what is new in the Adventure Defender. Da, 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 da. I showed you the Travoca 35 quart cooler in the last video. It is rocking. It's dual zoned. We've got 32 in the fridge zone and -4 in the freezer zone. That's cool. So the other thing we got here, you guys, I'm gonna undo this a little bit right here. That just holds the cooler in place when we get a little bit crazy. So we got a DC to DC charger because the solar panel wasn't keeping up with this particular refrigerator. So the DC to DC charger comes in right from the battery on the side-by-side and then out to the auxiliary battery under the seat. This is my electrical auxiliary port. I finally got around to putting it in there so that it's solid. If you remember in the Montana videos, I just had it taped and strapped to the top of the battery right here, but I've actually mounted it right there to under the seat. So I've got USB, USB-C, and two 12-volt plugs there. This one here is for the Starlink on the top. This one here is for the refrigerator. And the cool thing about this fridge, you guys, is it has a power plug on both sides. It has this side and the other side. And it looks like I dinged it up there. Oops. Anyway, that fridge is, man, it's gorgeous. And it opens from both sides, or the lid comes completely off. That's pretty cool. The other thing is, you guys might have seen them. The sponsor of today's video, the wife, haha. Thanks, babe. I love you. She got me those new ditch lights. That wind, that's the reason we're not spending the night. Here is another cool part of the setup. You guys have seen those seats? Man, if you've got a Defender, this is what I did. I cut all the Defender brackets off. I used this stock mount and the stock mount back here. I welded my own brackets up. I built these out of angle iron and did the bolt pattern so it fits the sport seats. And boom, right there on that side, I put the factory plastic back in there so nothing comes up underneath and goes under my feet while I'm driving. But anyway, those seats are bomb. But look what I have. I changed everything into this backpack. I'll go over this backpack with you in another video. I've said that a couple times. But anyway, search and rescue type backpack, emergency get home bag, EDC bag, whatever. This is the Osprey Manta 24. I've got lots of good stuff in there, but what I've done is I've strapped it to the seat right here with the quick release buckle that I can, if I need to, I can quick release it. That's what a quick release does. Can quick release the backpack, go for a hike or whatever. Also, this bracket for my tablet, it wiggled a lot, so I took another quick release strap right there and used the existing one on this Kemimoto center console. I love it. Game changer. Good stuff right there. But anyway, I used the factory quick release for that to hold the tablet. Now when I ride, it doesn't jiggle. And then there's the new phone mount. That works out pretty good. It seems to, with the weight of the phone, it seems to droop a little bit like that. So I think what I've got to do is tighten that bolt right there. That one right there. And you guys, the Adventure Defender is on point. If you can think of anything else that I need on this thing, shy of maybe long travel and maybe portals, or would that kill my trail ability? Right now, this thing is near perfection. I would say 99%. Anyway, that's the Adventure Defender. I love it. I'm gonna get some stuff set up and I'm gonna cook some food, so hang out with me. Tonight, we're having, ooh, listen to this, venison steaks. It's actually the back straps from a venison, from a deer, and I've got them diced up, and we're just gonna kind of do a little stir fry with some mushrooms and some baby red potatoes. So let's get cooking. I'm kind of hungry. We got the goods right there. Yeah. I do not enjoy that wind. throw some sliced mini portobellos in there. And another chunk of butter. Oh. If you guys could smell this. This is how you go for an afternoon picnic, you guys. In the side-by-side with the Blackstone. This is looking good. I'm hungry. This is our venison tenderloin, all diced up. I put it on last because it's gonna cook the fastest. I don't want to overcook it. Wow, that is looking good. Can smell these mushrooms. Woo! Wish more people were here with me. I wish it wasn't windy and I could spend the night. Look at this place, you guys. This creek down here below me is called Lost Creek. And if you're familiar with the area, right back here, about 100, maybe 200 yards, is there's a cabin back there. And it's kind of cool. If you're familiar with the area, you'll know right where I'm at. But anyway, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy sitting here and eating this dinner by the creek. What a good afternoon for freaking February. Can you believe it? Man, it's beautiful, but we're in trouble. There is no water in these mountains. I mean, there's a creek right there, but there's no snowpack, and we need snowpack for the summer. The whole valley's gonna end up with yellow lawns because we can't water them. But I'm ready to eat some of this. Oh my goodness, look at those potatoes. Oh man. Oh, you know, if you cook meat just right, you don't need ketchup or A1 seasoning or anything else on it. It's gonna be awesome just like that. And that's the end of this one, you guys. That supper was good. Oh my goodness. The wind, it is starting to kick up, and I don't want anything to do with those 40-mile-an-hour gusts in the rooftop tent. So we're going home tonight. We're gonna design a brand new trailer. We're gonna build a regular backcountry trailer, but we're gonna design a new one, and we'll see how that turns out. So subscribe if you haven't. Like if you do, and yeah, let's ride. All right, there you go. That is not rooftop tent weather.